Hey friend, welcome to the Immigrant Lawyer. My name is Leah and I'm a California attorney by day, yoga Pilates instructor by night, and millennial mom at all other times. Thanks for joining today's yoga Pilates sesh. Let's get started. Settle into your space, settle into your seat, and take a deep, nice, long and strong, invigorating inhale through your nose, and an equally energizing exhale through your mouth. Feel free to flutter your eyes closed if that feels good for you as we take some clearing, cleansing, centering breaths here. So begin to create and cultivate your mind-body connection. Our goal for our yoga Pilates sesh is to unwind our mind, re-energize, and hopefully leave here with a little bit more intention, presence, focus, energy than when we first began. So as you continue to take a few more cleansing breaths here on your own, let's briefly talk and walk through our yoga Pilates sesh. So we'll do a fusion of Vinyasa Yoga where we link one breath to one movement, some Mat Pilates of focusing on our core, and some stretches to get us back on our way to the rest of our day. Next, inhale, circle, sweep your arms up high to the sky, gather in all your good energy. And on your exhale, place your right hand down beside you and bend your body over to the right. And feel the side body stretch all along your left side as you radiate energy from your left fingertips all the way down through your left hip. And feel free to lean on your right forearm, your right palm. Inhale, come back up, both arms up. Exhale, up and over to the opposite side. So place your left palm down to the ground and side body stretch all along the right. With every inhale, feel your spine lengthen. And with every exhale, deepen. Start to feel and breathe into the space that you're creating between your right rib cages. Next, inhale, come on up, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, sigh it out. Take a moment to maybe set an intention for yourself, for practice. Breathe it in, and breathe it out. And let's all seal our intention in with a big inhale through your nose. Perhaps touch your thumbs toward your third eye center. Exhale through your mouth. Send out your intention, and we'll meet in our stable table, all fours, tabletop position. Untuck your toes behind you. Stack your shoulders over your elbows, over your wrists, all 10 fingers pointing forward. Separate all 10 fingers wide as you press back onto your palms. Stack your hips over your knees, your legs in the shape of an 11 behind you, and rest the tops of your feet down into the ground. Big inhale, big arch as you release your belly button down toward the ground. Gaze up for cow. Big exhale, big tuck round. Curl your spine, gaze at your belly button, cat. Big inhale, big arch. Smiley face with your spine. Big exhale, big tuck. Reverse your smiley face. Gaze back toward your belly button. Let's do one more here with your own breath. We'll meet back in our stable table position and twist side to side by threading the needle. Big inhale, raise your right arm up high to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, bring your right side down into your mat. Perhaps extend your left arm to the front of your mat, or if you'd like to find your bind and reach for your inner hip crease on the right side. And feel this stretch, this twist as you rest your right side down into your mat. Inhale through your nose. Big exhale through your mouth. Next inhale, unwind your bind, replant your left palm down to the ground, right arm up. Exhale, replant your right hand down and then up and over to the other side. Left arm up. Find your needle, thread the needle. Maybe extending your right arm out this time. So we're over on the opposite side now. Find your bind by reaching your right arm around your back and resting your right palm into your inner left hip crease as you relax your left side down to the ground. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Next inhale, unwind and lift your left hand up. Exhale, replace your left palm down to the ground, perhaps a little bit more forward than we did earlier with our tabletop position. Inhale, tuck your toes and hover your knees up and off your mat. We'll hold here for a few moments as you lift, levitate, and elevate your knees up and off your mat. Feel your quadriceps, hamstrings working, your shoulders are working. Really press down into your tiptoes. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Suck your stomach in, squeeze, 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 engage your core. And your next exhale, press back into our downward facing dog. Feel free to take your dog out for a walk by pedaling your heels, lifting your heels one at a time, rotating from side to side. If that feels good for you, whatever movement feels good, feels natural to you right here, right now. As we move organically, yet with intention. Next inhale, trace your gaze up toward between your thumbs and start to walk your feet up to meet your hands. Keep your feet hips width distance apart. Drape your upper body over your thighs. Maintain a generous bend in both knees. If you'd like to grab opposite elbows as you sway forward and back. Perhaps side to side. Nod your head yes, shake your head no, and feel any stress and tension roll down your shoulders and get absorbed by the earth underneath you. Next inhale, release your hands down to the ground, toe heel your big toes together to touch, but leave a sliver of space between the arches and heels of your feet, crescent moon shape, and then root to rise. Start to roll up one vertebra at a time. Stack your spine, readjust, and we'll meet in our Tadasana mountain pose. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and pull them back down as we open up through our chest, our heart center. Inhale as we circle sweep our arms up high to the sky for extended Tadasana mountain pose. Hold here. Start to spiral your pinkies so that they're facing in toward each other. Melt your shoulders away from your ears. Knit your ribs in toward your midline. Press your belly button in and up your spine. Squeeze your glutes from the outside to the inside. Pull up on your pelvic floor. Inhale as we lift and lengthen. Exhale as we swan dive, forward fold, hinge from our hips. Hold here yet again, and for our forward fold, hinging from our hips, feel the stretch all along the back sides of our thighs, legs. With your fingertips down to the ground. If that feels good and accessible for you, let's really start to access this stretch in our hamstrings. You feel our muscles stretching, maybe some fascia stretching. Inhale as we halfway lift, hands down to the ground or to the front of our legs or shins. And as we exhale, plant your palms, step your left foot back first, followed by your right, high plank, top of a push-up position. Now, always feel free to release on your knees, or you can stay up on your toes, but we'll hold here and start to incorporate some Pilates movement. All right, so from here, we'll add on some shoulder taps. So with your left arm to your right shoulder, and then over to the opposite side. High five your shoulder, opposite palm to opposite shoulder, side to side. Few more. Suck your stomach in, really squeezing your glutes. We're working our arms, core, legs, full body. Let's do one more each side. And now back to our high plank. Shift your body weight forward, bend your elbows into your side bodies, tops of your toes as you meet in our upward facing dog. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog. One cleansing, centering breath in here through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. As we trace our gaze up toward our hands, step your right foot forward first, followed by your left, forward fold. Inhale as we halfway lift, hands to our shins or down to the ground. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we root to rise to our extended Tadasana mountain pose. Melt your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale as we dive back down, forward fold, hinge from our hips. Inhale as we halfway lift, stable table from the crown of our head all the way down through our tailbone. Exhale as we plant our palms. This time, step our right foot back first, followed by our left. High plank, top of a push-up position. Now, from here, we'll go into our toe taps. So step your left foot out, back in, right foot out, back in, left, right, tick-tocking our feet, toe tap side to side. Or if you'd like to join me and add a hop at the top for plank jacks, we'll do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back into our high plank. Shift your body weight forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. We'll meet in upward facing dog. Shine your heart up to the sky. Exhale, roll over your toes. Downward facing dog. Cleansing breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale as we gaze forward. Exhale this time, step your left foot forward first, followed by your right, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise to our Tadasana mountain pose. Sweep in all that good energy. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we got that twice more time, this time linking one breath to one movement. We'll do away with the shoulder taps and plank jacks or toe taps and go for our traditional sun salutation A. All right, circle sweep your arms up high to the sky for extended Tadasana mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, hands down to the ground or to your shins. Exhale, plant your palms, either step or hop your feet back. If you're hopping back, land with bent elbows as we meet in our upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. One centering breath in here through your nose. Exhale through your mouth, sigh it out. Inhale as you trace your gaze and travel to the top of your mat, and we'll meet in our forward fold. Inhale as we halfway lift. Exhale back to our forward fold. One more time through. Inhale, root to rise. Extended Tadasana, mountain pose. Maybe add a little back bend, lean back at the top. Exhale, forward fold, hinge from your hips. Inhale as you halfway lift. Exhale, replant your palms, step or hop your feet back for our Chaturanga Dhanasana, high to low, push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. All right, 3 cleansing, clearing, centering breaths here together. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Inhala, exhala. Inhale as you trace your gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale, travel to the top, but this time land your feet outside of your hands. So from the front, we'll come down in our super low squat Malasana garland pose. So in our Malasana, our feet are out at a parallel. Sink your hips in between your heels and bring your hands to heart center. So this is our frog squat, frog pose, low squat, Asian squat. So press your triceps into your inner thighs. Take an inhale here through your nose, and as you exhale through your mouth, release your right palm down, left arm up, twist open. You can stay here, or if you'd like to once again find your bind, grab for your fingers, continue to gaze up toward the left side. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. All right, come back to center wherever you are. Reset, and then up and over to the opposite side. Release your left palm down this time, right arm up. Staying here, or once again, finding your bind as you gaze over to the right. Really feeling the stretch in your inner hips, inner thighs, your core. Full body stretch and release. Come back down. All right, before we roll down on our back, let's do a little bit of yogi playtime here. We've been working on our crow pose. So for a crow pose, if crow is in your practice, feel free to flow into your crow. Otherwise, as we did last time, 2 variations, either your triceps and your inner thighs, inner knees, or tuck your triceps into, or rather tuck your knees into your triceps, creating a shelf with your triceps. All right, so first variation, we have our knees squeezing into our triceps. Here we go. Bring your feet up to touch, your big toes to touch behind you. Suck your stomach in. Keep your gaze to the top of your mat and come back down. Or our second variation, create a shelf with your arms and tuck your knees into your triceps. Once more, bringing your big toes together to touch behind you. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Great job. And rest. Now sit down on your booty. Extend your legs out long and strong from underneath you. Tuck your chin in slightly towards your chest. Bring your arms out in front of you and roll down to your mat, 1 vertebra at a time. As you lay down, shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and pull them back down, creating a shelf with your heart. Open up through your chest, your heart center. All right, so let's do some Pilates here with our core work. So in Pilates, we always say our core is our powerhouse. We gotta do more for our core. First set, we have our Pilates hundreds. So Pilates hundreds, tuck your chin in toward your chest, lift your neck, shoulders and shoulder blades up and off your mat. Gaze toward your feet. Bring your feet together to touch and lift and levitate your legs up and off your mat. Point your toes away from your face and we'll start to pump our arms. High five the ground. So here, breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Shh, 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 shh. Our strong, powerful Darth Vader breaths, like we're breathing out through a straw. Shh, 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 shh. If you start to feel your muscles shake, quake, and burn, that means we're doing it right. Shh, 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 shh. Everything is one long line from the crown of your head all the way through our big toes and the soles of our feet. Everything is so super engaged. Our legs, our arms, pump it out. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Rest your head and neck back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Neutralize your spine. Release your lower back. We got our hip raises, bridges. So bend your knees. Place the soles of your feet down on your mat about a hips width distance apart. Stack your knees over your ankles. All 10 toes pointed forward. Plant your feet and palms down to the ground. Gaze up directly to the sky above you. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Tuck or lift your hips up and down. Lift your hips up and down. Hips up, down, rolling up one vertebra at a time as we lift our hips up and down. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, y 1. Everything all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest, neutralize your spine, release your lower back. Now we got our wide-legged bridges. So our thighs in the shape of a V shape. Stack your knees over your ankles. Feet and palms planted firmly down to the ground. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth as we tuck or lift our hips up and down. Hips up and down, up and down, rolling up one vertebra at a time. For this set, if you'd like to roll back on your heels and lift your toes up. So flex your feet, dig your heels down into your mat. Little added heat and intensity here, and feel your shins, the front sides of your legs stretching as you flex your feet. Lift your toes up with your hips and down. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Toes, hips all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest, neutralize your spine. Release your lower back. All right, next set, we have butterfly bridges. Bring the soles of your feet together to touch the knife edges of your feet down into your mat. Open your knees out wide in a diamond shape like a book. Hands down, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth as you lift your hips up and down. Hips up and down, up and down. So this set of butterfly bridges, we're working our inner hips and thighs, our adductors and abductors. Squeeze your glutes at the top, hover at the bottom, up and down. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Keep your lower body like this. Knees wide, elbows wide, hands behind your head. We got butterfly crunches. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Crunch up and down, up and down. Lift your shoulders and shoulder blades up and off your mat. Up and down, up and down. Press the soles of your feet together to touch. Keep your knees wide, elbows wide. Big exhale through your mouth as you crunch up. Inhale down, exhale up and down. Imagine you have a magnet in your upper abs and then another magnet resting on your lower abs, and every time we crunch up, we're bringing those magnets together to touch. Here we're accessing the deepest layer of our abdominals, or transverse abdominis for these last few moments. Lift and levitate your feet up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Ooh, relax back down. Hug your knees into your chest. Neutralize your spine. Release your lower back. All right, roll over to our left side. We'll do some side planks, continuing to work on our core, our upper body, lower body, full body. All right, so bring your left arm parallel with your mat. We have 3 different options here. So meet me in your side plank. You can have top right arm up. You can have your feet stacked, staggered, or your top right leg at a 90-degree position, whichever feels best for your body. But we'll be here for just a few breaths. So here, as we lift up from our left side, and with our top right arm reaching for the sky, feel your shoulder blades stretching. As we lift up from our left side, side planks are great for cinching and trimming the waistline. So that's what we're doing. Big inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. We're coming down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Come on down. And then roll over to your stomach. We got our Pilates swimmers. So Pilates swimmers, flutter from your hip joint and your shoulder joint. Join me, go. So here we're fluttering from our shoulder joint and our hip joint. Everything is extended out, creating long and strong lean muscle mass. So you can have your thumbs up, palms facing each other, or palms facing down, whichever rotation feels best for your shoulders. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Ooh, awesome job. Now we got over to the right. We have our right side plank, so roll over to your right. Again, our 3 options. We have our feet stacked, staggered, top left leg at a 90-degree angle. Wherever you are, let's lift. With our top left arm, you're about to reach and touch the ceiling as you press your hip bones forward and up with your left hip, reaching for the sky. Feel your shoulder blades stretch behind you as you suck your stomach in. Squeeze your glutes. Everything's defying gravity right now. 3, 2, 1, rest. Ooh. All right, we'll balance that out with our reverse plank. So reverse plank, you can have your palms facing to the side or fingers facing to the back, whichever feels once more best for your shoulders, best for your anatomy. But we're lifting up, blasting off in 3, 2, go. With our reverse plank, gazing directly above you, lift and squeeze your hips up high. For these last few moments, if you'd like to release your head and gaze behind you as we stretch our throat space, shine our heart to the sky, create a shelf for your heart, squeeze your shoulder blades in and down your back. 3, 2, 1, rest. Ooh. Shake out your wrists, and start to rock and roll the length of your spine. Perhaps finding your Pilates teaser. We'll practice that together. So Pilates teaser, thumbs up, your index and middle fingers looped around your big toes. Extend your legs out. So I'm definitely still working on this move, but we'll practice it together. We'll see if we find our balance. So as we stretch back, find your momentum and lift up and back and lift up, back and up. Ooh, definitely didn't find it that time. So squeeze, 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 shine your heart to the sky. Maybe bring your feet together to touch and rest. All right. Great job, y'all. Virtual high fives. So come on up. Gotta end our yoga Pilates practice the best way. We have a few more exercises here and then we'll take it on all the way down. So separate your feet out wide, sumo squat, goddess pose. So bring your feet out wide. So sit down in your goddess sumo squat and up, lift up. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold here. Hold in your goddess sumo squat, hands behind your head. Now tap your left elbow to the top of your left thigh and side to side as we stretch side to side. Ooh. Drop it low, stay low, side to side. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Stretch out your legs. Kick your heels up towards your glutes. Shake it out. We're gonna start to bring it down to our mat. Few rounds of cleansing breaths here. Big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Big inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And however you'd like to get there, maybe shimmy it down, bring it low down to the ground, and we'll come back on down to our back. Inhale your right knee into your chest. Give it a hug and squeeze. Interlace all 10 fingers below your right knee. And on your exhale, guide your right knee up and over across your body, twist from your core. You can extend your right arm out and trace your gaze over your right shoulder if that feels good for you. For our reclined spine twist, bringing everything together. Big inhale through your nose, big exhale through your mouth. Inhale, come back to center, reset your right leg, right knee. Exhale, send it out. This time, inhale your left knee into your chest, give it a hug and squeeze. And on your exhale, guide your left knee across your body, twist from your core. Extend your left arm out to the side if that feels good for you. And continue to feel any pressure, stress, tension release from your body. And unwind your mind. Big inhale through your nose. And big exhale through your mouth. Inhale back to center. Give your left knee a hug and squeeze. Exhale, extend it out. This time, inhale both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Take a moment here to thank yourself for everything you do for you and for those around you. Maybe even giving the space between your knees a kiss. Some self-love, self-care always goes a long way. Take one more inhale here through your nose. Biggest breath you've taken all day. Hug and squeeze. Open your mouth. Exhale. And release into our Savasana resting pose. Relax your feet. Relax your legs. Relax your hips and glutes. Feel your belly rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. Relax your arms. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. And your eyes and face feel heavy. For these next few moments, as we unwind our mind, breathe, let go, relax, and just be. Now feel free to stay here as long as you'd like. If you're ready to make your way back into your day, breathe in through your nose and bring sensations and movement back into your body. Reach your arms overhead for a good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Stretch. Hug your knees into your chest and roll over to your favorite side. And using the help of your hands, press yourself up back into a seat, back to where we began. Take a moment to notice and note how you feel. Feel any tingling sensations. Find yourself in a smile. And let's gather in all that good energy that we just created with a big inhale through your nose. Reach your arms overhead. Exhale as you bring your hands back to heart center. Send out all your positive energy. Thank you, friend, for joining our Yoga Pilates sesh today. Again, my name is Leah. This is the Immigrant Lawyer. Feel free to hit that subscribe button for more. We'll see you next time.